Welcome to another episode of Learn With Us. I'm all black, fading into the darkness. I'm cool. Today, we're learning a video where youth gives adults advice on dating. Adults can be really stupid sometimes, and youth can be really smart. So, I'm interested.
I need some dating advice right now, so I want to hear what
Eli
you
needs
say.
some dating advice, yeah. Don't we all?
Correct audience.
We're cried over boy.
No.
Don't do it.
There we go.
10.
You're 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I remember when I was 10. I remember the postman congratulated me.
How do I find a nice person to go on a date with?
Good question.
Lots of people meet them friends or good people really when they just meet them and they like bump into each other or something.
Okay, so you think I should just walk around Dublin forever until I bump into someone?
No.
So I've said hello and I've told them my name. What do I say next?
Your second name?
My second, that's all, yeah. Let them know as much about me as possible.
What should we do in our first date?
Well, it's nice to go and do something really romantic on the first one.
Yeah.
Because if you just do something plain, then they won't think you're trying to do a great gesture or trying trying hard to make them like you.
Yeah.
So is it important to be like, we're going on a fancy...
Here are my initial thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm
I
curious.
was hoping, actually, I didn't even realize this, but hoping for kids who had even less impressions than these kids have.
Oh.
I was looking for like 6-year-old kids. Because I feel like there's a huge difference between like a 5-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 10, 11-year-old.
Yeah.
And it feels like the 10, 11-year-olds are trying to play the same game as the adults. But the kids at 5 or 6, what I was hoping for, and I thought that could have been way cooler than this is so far, is like giving just way more raw answers. Like shit that's just like, sometimes kids can just make life real simple, especially really young kids. And I think that around 9, 10, 11, 12 is when that stuff starts to pile up.
If you just had to put yourself in a 6-year-old's mind right now and say a piece of dating advice, what would it be?
Say what you want to say. Be your genuine self. Did a kid at 5 or 6 know genuine?
No.
Be your genuine self.
Sticks with it.
Don't think about what other people would say.
I definitely think that the 5 or 6-year-old would not say, "Oh, do something romantic to get someone to like you." I don't even think there's that cognition of getting of perceiving someone else's like view of you, which I think is what you're saying here.
Oh, that's kind of a beautiful take.
That's a really good take.
That dating and like being your true self is just not thinking about how someone else perceives you. Can you let go of how they perceive you?
Yeah, and I don't think that's fully formed at 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Dang. All right, so we're at this point where the dude is. It seems like they're walking them through similar sets of questions.
Yeah.
Like with each kid, and right now they're trying to ask the kid like, okay, so I've made first contact. What do I do now?
Here we go.
It's a restaurant date, spend loads of money, it's going to be awesome.
No, not too expensive because then you might not be able to afford it.
True, and then you'd have to run.
Yeah.
Where would you go for dinner if you had to bring somebody on a date?
McDonald's.
You go to McDonald's.
Nuggets.
Chicken nuggets, so you get a big box of chicken nuggets. What about third date? Where else would we go? So we go McDonald's, we've done Burger King.
KFC.
Go KFC for more chicken nuggets.
Should I invite her in to meet my dog?
No.
Why not?
She might be allergic to dogs or she might not like dogs, so the dog might bite her.
When should you kiss somebody on a date?
Bad.
It's gross, isn't it?
It's actually happening with, if it's just like you're just sitting there, it's really bad to just go and lean in and do that.
Yeah, that's weird. Don't have to. Yeah, no one should ever do that.
Is there any no-nos that you shouldn't do on a first date?
Say they're ugly.
Hey,
Okay,
that's
don't say they're ugly.
Straight up.
What
Bar is
happens
pretty low
if
right
you're the
now.
most fussy person
Yeah.
in the world and you can't find any boys, even though there's lots of nice boys, but you're just silly?
Probably you might find someone else that's silly, and then you'll like get to know and bond
Yeah, where do you
together.
find these people? Do you know where to find them?
You might just like bump into a friend and they're all silly, and
Yeah.
then you might end up like starting to like them, and they might like you back.
Okay. Do you think I'm weirdo?
No?
No, you don't. That's always positive.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
After you said that comment about
uh-huh.
wanting younger, less societally formed perspectives, I definitely carried that with me throughout this video, and I started noticing that these kids are too old to be giving advice on dating.
Yes. Yes.
They're like old enough that they have patterns in their mind, but not old enough that they have the experience to re-break the pattern.
Yes.
Exactly. It was almost like the worst people to ask. No, genuinely, because
Like
I feel like kids at around that age, and I remember in myself, like my entire worldview was all things that I had taken from other people.
Yeah.
And it was just like what my dad said. My dad would say he didn't like a band, and to this day, I like have this connotation sometimes like in my subconscious of like, oh, I don't like that band. And I'll actually listen to them. Like there's this one band, Jefferson Airplane, which I don't even think my dad doesn't like, but I just like had this memory of like, oh, my dad said he didn't like this band. And I was like, oh man, Jefferson Airplane, oh, they're not good. And I was like, wait a minute, are they good? And then I like listened to one of their songs and it was so good. And it's just like I feel like, yeah, at like 10, 11 years old, like you're just like all this stuff just gets piled on you, especially with our society of like that's what we do. It's just like your parents and your school and like the people around you are just creating your entire worldview. And then the crazy thing is some people are able to break that down later in life, other people just aren't. And they just it builds up and they just carry that for the rest of their lives.
Yeah. Yeah, it reminded me what you were saying about the kid or like having a expectation given to you by your parents. Reminded me, I've been doing a good amount of like existential writing recently for work, and existential philosophy is pretty much hinges on the idea of there's no meaning to life except the meaning that you give it. And like there's nothing happens with your life except for what you do with your life and the choices you make with your life. Like a big existential quote is, you are your choices. And it's just like it's like full responsibility, empowerment kind of stuff, but ruthless. And it made me think that when we get to an age where we realize we have certain opinions and we question where the opinion comes from, then you're put into this almost like very intimidating situation where suddenly you have the freedom to form an opinion. And that's like a really crazy thing to realize, that you have the power to choose your likes and dislikes.
Yes.
Simply by investing yourself in the things you like and avoiding the things you don't like. It's like with so many things you can just choose. Like, I like this TV show, so I'm going to watch it more.
That goes so much deeper than it sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it does sound pretty surface level, but it's like, it's freaky.
It is free. It feels like, kind of like, for me, it can feel like free falling at times. Like the ground that I feel like it's easy to stand on, or is it just feels like normal a lot of the times, is like the ground of someone else's idea of like you're looking up to someone. Maybe as your child, like you look up to your parents. Maybe you look up to a teacher. Then later on, maybe you'll look up to like for a while, for me, like spiritual teachers on YouTube or whatever. And it's like they all of a sudden become the ground that you can stand on when you say what your opinion is, but it's usually not really your opinion.
Yeah.
But then when all that goes away, and like there have been moments of like full responsibility of like, holy shit, I get to choose. Like, and then it's like this feeling of like, oh, well, like, is that okay? And it's like, and like, do I have to like, who do I have to refer this opinion to see if it's okay or not? And then it's like, it feels like free falling when I'm like, no one. There's no one I have to go to. It's just like, I'm just like, ah! Yeah.
And you have a choice to make right now, which is if you want to subscribe.
Oh. And really, that's no choice at all.
Yeah. We'll make it for you. Subscribe.
Make it for you.
We are the ground that you stand on.
Damn.
Oh. Yo, that'd be a crazy line in a song, like a love song. I'm the ground that you stand on.
Ooh. Baby girl, I'm the ground that you stand on. Come on, come on, dim it, dim it, dim it.
Yeah, get into it.
I was so curious what the next line was.
There was no next
Yeah,
line.
alright.
Until you looked at me like that.
Yeah.
Then you got the mumble line.
That was interesting. That's some very interesting thoughts.
Yeah. Wasn't a super cool video.
No, if you guys had to be a 6-year-old and give advice in the most simple way possible about love and dating, what would it be?
Yeah.
What would yours be, Eli?
Yeah, Eli.
Do the things you love and meet people there.
Oh, lit. Lit.
That
Lit. Lit.
Okay.
Lit.
What about you?
We all met playing spike ball.
We
Oh wow, we all.
That's
met
why I
playing
said
spike ball.
lit.
We technically met playing volleyball, but we really got to know each
Yeah,
other
yeah,
in
yeah.
spike ball.
Litty titty.
Mm.
That's pretty
Litty
good.
titty.
Wow, we
What
just
about
followed your 6-year-old advice.
Oh.
Wow, that's a pretty big moment.
I can feel
Holy-
time crunching in on itself.
Time is an illusion. All right. What about yours, Tess?
Yeah, Tess. What about yours, Tess?
Did
6-year-old
Did I
Tess.
not share mine?
No.
No. How could you have?
Okay, you go. I'll think.
He already tripped
Did you?
this.
What was yours?
Oh, what was mine? Mine was.
Oh, be yourself.
Dude.
Genuinely.
Mm.
Ooh.
But my 6-year-old self doesn't know these words, but
Okay.
but if she did, enjoy the sensory experiences. That's it. That's
That
it.
being the dating advice?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like
whoa,
with-
whoa, 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 whoa.
Not okay. Not just with your partner, but like with whatever experience you're in. Enjoy whatever you're doing. Feel the ground. Feel the rain. Experience all there is to. Yeah, experience all there is to feel. Bring other people into it, and then experience your partner. Whoever you're on a date with.
I
As
like
just
that.
this big sensory
I
experience.
really like that term, experience your partner.
Oh.
Yeah.
Experience your partner.
Wow. I loved how unique that was. I did not expect that.
Peace and much love.
Much love.